Hey guys, what's up and welcome to a new Tesla update video. So as usual, today we're going to go over the market. Tesla, this is of course now trading after the new split. So essentially ending the day down 0.35%, putting us at $296.07, which again, compared to the market is atrocious, right? Considering the market, the SPY was up 1.41%, the Nasdaq was up almost 2%, and Tesla being red. You know, it's not too surprising in my opinion, but, you know, definitely, regardless of the way you want to put it, is a severe underperformance. Now, I will say one thing that's a little strange is TradingView, like I said yesterday, how sometimes after stock splits, the charts can sometimes get a little wonky. So I'm not going to go like too in detail today on the chart, because on top of that, you can see, even though the stock is now trading obviously around here because of the split, all my stuff is still up here. So I'm hoping that maybe tomorrow or maybe by the weekend, TradingView updates that for me. If not, then I'll have to redo everything myself. So I'm not gonna like redo it right now, just in case it does update itself, because you can see on certain time frames there are these like kind of big red line glitches and things like that, which sometimes it takes a day or two for them to update. But regardless, that's not the point. The point is that Tesla definitely underperforming today, right? Now again, aside from everything I've been talking about for quite a while, I need to go to a time frame where it's not looking so wonky. See, now it has like this little part here for no reason at all, making this chart look a little weird. It's like very not fun. Let's just say that. It's very annoying. But yeah, I'm going to make this video a little bit short and sweet, guys. But pretty much everything else I've been saying for the past several days still applies. And pretty much the only real new update, in my opinion, is the fact that we are trading inside this. I guess it's not really a new update, but nonetheless, something I haven't talked about is that we are trading also on top of everything else inside this little wedge thingy, which is getting tight, right? It is starting to get tighter and tighter and tighter, which I think very, very soon, tomorrow or Monday, probably, honestly, we might start seeing a potential, decent breakout, whether it's up or down. Personally, I think it'll be down, mainly because, again, don't forget, guys, we are still, man, it's so wonky. It's like so hard to like talk about the chart when it's just so glitchy, mainly because we are still of course playing out this double top, in my opinion. So again, we have a top, right, double top, and then of course now we're setting up this wedge, which can also be like a bearish thing, if you will, as well. You can argue almost like a small, like a bear flag ish, right? This downtrend here, 1 2 3 4, and then potentially halfway up here and then straight down from here as well, right? So personally, I think it'll go to the downside, but if you want the levels to look out for yourself, to play it, again, up or down, not financial advice, do your own research, make your own decisions. But the levels, for instance, can be anytime, between like today and maybe Monday. Pretty much easiest way to think about it: above 300, bullish, assuming it holds, of course, and below pretty much anywhere around 290 from now on. I would say if we collapse 290, and start like holding below 290 and not really showing any sign of, I guess, life, bearish. So 300 and 290, that's the two like major levels I would look for in terms of playing the bull and the bearish side respectively, right? So that's pretty much the main thing I want to talk about today, guys. Another thing that I want to mention also very quickly is again, if you go to the daily, don't forget, guys, we are still of course setting up an ultimate bear divergence, right? Bearish divergence, right? Where the RSI is making a lower low, the stock isn't. So that's a bearish divergence, which to me is usually a pretty damn good signal that we are going to be playing to the downside shortly. The volume is a little bit messed up today. It's here it says we're at 52 million volume, but here it shows like a lot higher. I think I have to divide this by 3, and that's the true volume. So I don't think we're actually sitting at 52 million volume. We're probably sitting around like 17 or something like that. Give or take. But nonetheless, the point is the fact that the SPY is also looking like, even though it's obviously very green today, and the QQQ, I did talk about yesterday how I personally believe that these guys might be setting up a potential head and shoulders, right? I talked about this for both of them: shoulder, head, and then of course the shoulder setting up right here, which can definitely happen around this gap fill area, which is going to be around that like 323-ish area for the QQQ. And for the SPY, guys, it is going to be somewhere potentially around this kind of 422-ish area. So that's pretty much what I'm expecting, maybe tomorrow morning, because tomorrow we also have Powell speaking, which a lot of people are expecting not good stuff coming from that. So maybe a little bit of a morning trap run up, and then most likely a harsh sell-off for the rest of the day into Monday being a red day as well. That's my current prediction. Again, it is a prediction. It is just a simple guess. Obviously, it could be very well wrong. However, until something shows otherwise, I do believe that we are just setting up bearish patterns here, bearish trends. And until these break for the bulls, in favor of the bulls, I am overall net bearish, to the point where I actually might even start buying a few puts once we get to around this kind of 422, 23 level on the SPY, maybe even the QQQ. I like the QQQ a little bit more here, to be completely honest. I might actually play the QQQ for puts instead, pretty much around this gap fill. So around like 322 to 324 area, I think is a good area for me to personally accumulate some puts on the QQQ, assuming it of course doesn't go much higher. There's a chance it can go all the way up to 3 30 almost for this gap fill, but I don't think we will, because then that also nullifies this pattern. And I personally expect this to hold, again, being, you know, the shoulder, another shoulder here, and then of course this being the massive head, right? That's pretty much what I'm expecting at the very moment. So we'll see if that plays out, but I am going to be patiently waiting. You know, a horrible month in a way that it's just very boring, very, like, I still made profit this month, but it's just like very little compared to my other months, just not even close to what they were. But sometimes it is like that, right? Because, you know, I just personally think we're dancing on, you know, very thin ice around here, and I'm just not willing to take very risky plays, because even though, you know, you might take them now for hopes of, you know, a good play, let's just say, it can easily turn out to be very bad, and you just end up back holding, and overall you'll net to lose a lot more than you gain just for making that small play, or I guess the risk from making that small play. So it's just not something I'm willing to do. You know, if that means I'm gonna have a very slow and boring month, so be it. But all that being said and done, guys, going to September, I am going to be, you know, net bearish. It is a horrible month for the most part. I learned that the hard way last September, let's just say that. But that's about it. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully the chart updates and fixes for tomorrow. Peace.